Okay, so Simon here wants to sample systematically, and out of 240 people that's going to pass him, he wants to take 20 people's hand spans. So he's got to select 20 from 240 people by sampling systematically. How could he do this? The question's asking. Well, the first thing you do is you divide the total amount here, 240 people, by how many he wants to sample by. So he wants to sample by 20, okay? So you do that, and then of course then you get an answer of 12, okay? And what you need to do then is you need to think about these 240 people lined up, okay? And then he needs to select every 12th person, okay? That's how you do it. So we can make that statement. He must select every 12th person, okay? Now, it's up to you where he starts. He doesn't have to start with person number 1, okay? He could start with person number 7, okay? As long as he starts within the first 12, okay? So let's go for starting with person number 10, okay? So e.g. then we select the 10th person, and then every 12th person you select from there. So 22, okay, will be the next person, and then add 12, the 34th person that walks past him, add another 12, then the 46th person that passes him, 58th person, 70th person, 82nd, 94th, okay, we keep going, and we'll get 20, right? That's how it'll work. So keep on adding 12, so we get 106, 118, 130, 142, 154, 166, 178, 190, 202, 212, 214, 226, and 238th person, right? Obviously then it goes up to 240. Now if you count how many we've got here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There you go. So select these persons as they pass. So you're going to select the 10th person, 22nd person, 34th person, and so on. Part B, it says, yesterday morning Simon only managed to sample 10 people. He calculated the mean hand span of these 10 people to be 22.8 centimetres. Yesterday afternoon Simon recorded the hand spans of a further 20 people. The results of the 20 people are shown in the frequency table below. Calculate an estimate of the mean of all 30 hand spans. Okay, that Simon measured yesterday. Now, we need to get a mean, and an estimate of the mean, and it will be an estimate because he's grouped them, hasn't he? He's grouped these with grouped intervals. So there's 2 people here that have a hand span between 20.0 and 20.8, and then you go through it, there's 3 people who've got hand span here between 20.9 and 21.7. So we have to take an estimate of these. What we do is we take the midpoint, don't we? If you remember from mean from a table, okay? You take the midpoint, so the midpoint there would be 20.4, okay? The midpoint there would be 21.3. The midpoint there would be 22.2, and the midpoint there would be 23.1. Now if you didn't know that, right, if you can't work that out, all you've got to do is take the first one, just add them on your calculator, okay, and then divide that total by 2, and it will give you then the midpoint. So you do the next one, 20.9 plus 21.7, okay, add them together. What's that give? 42.6 divided by 2, and it gives you the midpoint. Alright, now what we need to do is to get the total hand span, okay, when you put all these people together, so to speak. That's what we're going to try and work out here now. You've got 2 people who had a hand span of 20.4, so 2 times 20.4 will equal, okay, so 40.8 that would be, wouldn't it? And you've got 3 people, each had a hand span estimate of 21.3. Okay, so around there. Now 21.3, 3 of them, so it'll be 63.9. You've got 10 people who have a handspan of around 22.2, so that would be 200 and what have we got, 222, yeah. And you've got 5 people then who've got an estimate handspan to be 23.1, so we'll put them together, 23.1 times 5, and we've got 115.5. Okay, so those are the total handspan, the length of all those people if you put their handspans together, you know, so just have them like lined up like that. Okay, the total's there. So obviously we need to add these, but don't forget then we've got 10 people who had a mean handspan of 22.8. So if you think about it, each of them had a handspan of 22.8 centimeters, so there's 10 of them, so we need to include that as well, don't we? So that'll be 228. Okay, but we get the total then by adding these together, right? So 40.8 plus 63.9 plus 222 plus 115.5 plus 228, and that comes to 670.2. Alright, and then to get the mean, okay, of course now we've got the total handspans all together, all of these people's handspans added together. You then do, to get the mean, the total divide by how many? So 30. So 670.2 divided by 30, and I get 22.34 centimeters as my estimated mean. Okay. Part C then, what could Simon do to improve his estimate of the mean handspan of people in Wales? Well, if you think about it, he's only measured 30 people, right? And that's certainly not representative of Wales, where there's about 3 million population. So what he needs to do is he needs to increase his sample size. Okay, that will give him better estimate of the average, the mean handspan of people in Wales.